Welcome to Haken, an Animal Crossing podcast, your podcast dedicated to all things Animal Crossing. Episode 242 is brought to you by all of our amazing Patreon supporters. This episode is also possible thanks to our producers, Lindsay, For the Whim, Tab, Lazy Villager Megan Leslie, and Young Old Loose. This week, Nina and I are going to be talking about the progress we've made in New Leaf so far and our time playing New Horizons. So to begin, hello Nina, welcome back. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you feeling?
I'm doing well. I mean, we're recording like kind of early in the morning, so I've still got like morning voice, I feel, but so don't get it mixed up with like post-COVID. My throat's better. My throat's really better.
I'm so glad you're feeling better. You got it bad, my friend.
Yeah, it was a bad one. Jackie and I think it's like the new one that's like really, really contagious.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, we did a lot of our normal things. I went to an improv show to see one of my friends doing their last show before they moved, and basically everybody there got sick, so it was a bad one. And, you know, being a theater and stuff and doing all of that and performing for people, we're all naturally very precautious, and we're vaccinated, and at least like the people doing improv, the players as we call them. But unfortunately, like this new strand is just very, very contagious. So remind everybody, be careful out there. It wasn't fun.
Yeah.
It was not fun.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean I'm okay now, but yeah, just like the throat part, like last week, it was like swallowing little pebbles or rocks or knives whenever I swallowed.
That's the worst.
So yeah, doing much better. Energy levels are still like kind of weird, where I'm like, I just don't feel like anything.
Yeah.
which is very unusual for me. Like,
yeah.
I'm not a low energy person at all. I'm very energetic, and so. But yeah, overall doing better. Glad to be back. Glad to be doing the show again. So should let's start with some icebreakers. Get this warmed up a little bit. Nina, I'm very interested by what you've got planned here.
Well, I wanted to ask you, because I've been playing a lot of Fall Guys because it just came out on the Switch, and I've been having fun. I didn't ever get to play it when it was like on Steam or anything like that. So it's brand new for me, and it's so much fun, and I love how silly it is. Like it's not serious at all. You don't have to get angry when you do bad because you're just this little bean flying through space.
I just crack up whenever I lose because it's just hilarious all around. I don't mind. I'm just like, oh my gosh, why?
Look, it's easy to rage even in like Mario Kart sometimes, but with Fall Guys, there's no rage. It's just fun.
It just feels great. You're just your little jelly bean person.
So I wanted to ask you if you had a favorite track and like a go-to skin for your little bean.
Okay. So just like you, all of it's new to me. Like I watched people playing it, you know, when it was out and big and stuff, but now that it's on Switch, I can play it. I can do the games and stuff, and I was just like initially really surprised by how much new stuff there was compared to like when I was watching it, you know?
Oh, wow.
Like I felt like I knew a lot of the tracks in the game, but like we came into this and I'm like, wow, there's so much different stuff that I didn't remember, you know? So, I think the first ones that really blew my mind were the jungle ones.
Ooh. Yeah.
I know they're like difficult and stuff, and like the frogs get in people's ways and things.
Yeah,
but
frogs. Oh my god.
I really like the jungle race courses. I think they're really cute. I think they look. I don't know, the game before I think looked kind of beta mode where it wasn't quite built out completely. Those levels still exist in it, but like the jungle ones, I'm like, oh man, I feel like there's a vibe here. This is like really stylized and has just some cute things going on, you know.
And you're a big fan of the hungry rhinos, right?
Oh, I love those rhinos. I've only unfortunately been mauled by one of them,
Oh,
but when
really?
I was cracking up. I was
They're
like,
incredible.
they're so funny. I love it. So
Man.
yeah, big fan of the rhinos. I'm a fan of fruit flying in my face
Hmm.
too. The fruit takes me out. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's got like a magnetic pull toward me. Sometimes it's just like right away, bam, first thing. One time it was I call it there's their like generic game controller that they shoot out
Oh,
too. I
yeah.
just
And
call
the
it the PlayStation
Saturns.
controller.
I got double Saturned once. It was rough.
Oh yeah. So yeah, the tracks, the jungle ones stick out to me just because I feel like they're just so stylish compared to some of the previous tracks. I would say the older ones.
And do you have a favorite skin to wear too?
This is like I they want me to pay money.
Yeah.
They really want because all of the rewards that you get are just like nope, this one's locked for if you bought the season pass. So
Hmm.
I don't have much unlocked. I guess the ones I gravitate to most are like the little Power Glove ones,
Oh,
like
yeah.
the Nintendo Power
The
Gloves.
dishwashing gloves.
Yeah, the dishwashing Nintendo Power Glove. Those that's the one I wear most of the time. But
Nice.
yeah, I would love to have some of the others. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm jealous of everybody who has them. But then
Well,
at the same time, I guess this leads to my question
okay.
for you. Another Fall Guys themed one. Maybe we talked before this episode and said let's talk about Fall Guys. What would you add as a Fall Guys skin?
Ooh. I like the little crossovers that they have. Like they've been doing the what's that game called where you're a hooded man and you jump and run and you steal
Assassin's
things?
Creed.
Thank you.
That's AC.
What? Oh,
Animal Crossing.
Animal
When
Crossing Assassin's
people
Creed.
type AC, yeah, they always like, is it Animal Crossing? Is it Assassin's Creed? What are you talking about?
So it's they're doing like a theme with that character right now and doing like all the different game costumes. Um but I want to see more games incorporated because I've never played Assassin's Creed. I know about it,
Mm-hmm.
but I've never
Mm-hmm.
played it. So give us some Isabelle costumes, some Tom Nook costumes. Um, Man, Pokemon costumes would be incredible, even if it was just the starters.
Yeah.
Oh, it would be so good.
I mean, it's got to be Snorlax.
Oh my gosh, I would want to be a
Gotta run.
Bulbasaur
Yeah,
for sure,
Bulbasaur, definitely adorable.
with a little backpack budding plant. That would be so
Mm-hmm.
cute.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Pip just like posted a little picture, a GIF in the Discord, but it reminds me of like, ha, did you play much of Ooblets at all?
A little.
I love how the characters run around in Ooblets. They just like they have no control over their upper body. Like it's all lower body movement. So like
Yeah.
when you move as the character, it just like whips their entire top, torso, and head back.
Yes.
So they're
Yes.
just like falling backwards while running forwards. It's
That's kind of how the beans move too.
yeah, and I like that for the beans quite a
Mhm.
bit.
Mhm.
I need Animal Crossing skins. I need the real
Yes.
AC to make its appearance there. I want to run around as Tom Nook. I
It
want to
would
be a
be
little Tom Nook.
incredible. Tab in the chat said Disney costumes. That would be incredible.
Yes.
Look,
I
anything. I
want to
just want
play
more.
as, you know, my favorite Disney movie, Lilo and Stitch.
Ooh,
I want to
Stitch
play
would be
as.
perfect.
No,
Oh,
no. I want to
Scrub?
play as the guy who always drops his ice cream.
Yes. That would be incredible.
The ice cream dropping guy is the best. Great.
How many cones does he lose in the whole movie?
All of them.
All of them.
Every single one.
I love
Just
it.
can't catch a break. He's
He
got to start
can't.
asking for those cones to not be filled to the brim, just like,
And he's got like
I don't
third degree sunburn. Oh man.
uh-huh.
He's having a
It's
rough
great.
vacation.
It's the perfect life.
Yeah.
Perfect life. Speaking of, I'm about to be there. I'm going to Hawaii pretty soon.
No way.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Uh-huh. Yeah, a week from today, actually, as we're recording here. So probably gonna be gone, or maybe miss another episode. Might have to record it early. I don't know. We'll figure it out
We'll
this week.
figure it out. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's summertime. We can have an easy schedule.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get into the show. Speaking of islands, speaking of all the fun, we're back in Animal Crossing to some extent. I got some stories. And I'm sure you have some stories too. You've been playing probably more than I have, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So let's start with talking about New Leaf. As you all know, we've been dipping our toes back into this game, getting a feel for it once again, seeing how it just compares to our new eyes, our new experience with New Horizons, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's get a little recap from both of us of what we're up to, how we feel about it, and everything. And I guess I can kick it off because I'll have a lot less to say than you.
Okay.
I got sick, of course, as we mentioned earlier, so I kind of dropped off during that time. And I guess my big question for myself during that was, am I gonna time travel and try to like do it as close to real time as possible at that point? Like, am I just gonna go back to basically the last day I played was, gosh, 2 weeks ago Monday?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, today, 2 weeks ago, basically I got sick and then just like was out of it for a
Man.
week and a half.
Yeah.
And my whole thought during that time was just like, am I going to time travel? I don't really feel like it. And so
Yeah.
I think I've determined I'm not going to. I'm just going to just pick up the game where I'm at. I haven't done that yet, but I will say I have done a little bit. I did get to play another day beyond where I was last episode. So
Okay.
2 things happened in that day specifically. The first thing was I finally got my 100% approval rating.
Yay.
I want to say it took like maybe 4 days for me total. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't
hard.
actively work for it, I think I
Yeah.
just kind of like, I'm taking it easy with my run. I'm doing what I feel like.
Yeah.
And so if things were taking too long to get my approval rating, I was just like, no, I'm done. I'm just gonna wait till tomorrow, see the points automatically go up because they're, going to just to help you progress in the game. But
Yeah.
outside of that, I wasn't gonna try incredibly hard. Like the first time I did when I played like 8 hours
Yeah.
yeah, you all know.
Mm-hmm.
You all know. So yeah, I got my approval rating. I didn't really do anything yet. I wasn't ready to do anything mayoral, but as I recall, we do have like some initial things unlocked, right? So
Right.
you don't start with nothing, but you do basically start with nothing in
Right.
this game. Like you really have to get those public works projects suggested by your villagers.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, the pain. It just takes me back to the little exploit that I did before where you'd swim to that
Oh,
bottom corner of the
yeah.
ocean, you'd wait a little while, and then you'd go up and see if anybody would ping on you,
Yes, I remember
And
that.
then there wasn't even a guarantee at that point that it would be a public works project. It could be like anything, they could be asking you a favor or something, but I don't know. There's ways to cheese it, right?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, so haven't done that yet. Nothing, just got my approval rating, celebrated with Isabel a little bit. And then the other thing I was interested in, because during that podcast last time we recorded, you also mentioned that somebody new was moving in, and I was like, oh, I probably have somebody new moving in. And will you remind the people who you had coming in?
Who I had coming in? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, what's her even name? I've been avoiding her.
But it's Paula.
Paula, yes. Was it Paula?
I think it's Paula the bear, right?
The bear. Yeah.
Nobody likes her.
Oh gosh.
Truly, truly a character that nobody is for.
Yeah, for real.
Mm-hmm.
But I've had more people move in, and it's much more exciting stuff.
Yeah, well, let me tell you mine. Well,
Yes.
because I was like, oh, I really want to know who it is. It's a squirrel, but not just any squirrel. This squirrel was incredibly popular during the New Leaf days. Always the top out for character. 15 million bells on the villager trade if you were into that kind of stuff. Marshall. I got Marshall.
Marshall. Wait, did we not know this last? Did you? Maybe you did tell us. I can't remember. I
No,
feel like I
I
knew
found out
this
after the show. You knew
after the
I told you
show.
after.
That's
Yes,
right.
I turned on the game after.
That's
And
right.
so, yes, Marshall is my move in at this point. I've had Marshall before in this game. I think I did the villager trade thing and got my hands on Marshall. His home exterior, I always felt like didn't quite fit the vibe I had in
Oh.
that Haken. It was one that I think would fit my friend's town who was going for kind of a more updated place, like a more
Yeah.
modern type of place. So for me, his exterior wasn't quite there. I feel like that's something you don't have to worry about if you got the DLC in New Horizons, when you can just change the exteriors for all your villagers and stuff.
Now I want to
Make
see
them
his
fit.
outside. I'm
It's
looking
kind
it
of like
up.
the metallic gray exterior.
Oh.
Yeah, very very like modern, futuristic to me.
Yeah.
But I mean, the characters were fine. Very, very cute little squirrel. Do I have? No. I was trying to remember which plushies. The last round of like the Janaé plushies. What's his name? Um, Not Marshall. The new Raymond. Raymond, the new
Oh, yeah.
popular kitty cat. So yeah, which by the way, there's a new set coming out. They got my mortal enemy, Judy. I'm not gonna buy her. I'm not gonna buy her.
No, don't buy her.
I'm gonna get Audie though, for
Yeah.
sure. Audie's part of that group. There's some other cute ones, but I'm not getting Judy. I have skipped some of them. I didn't get the Chrissy and Francine ones. But I will say the Hamlet and Lily that came in that last one. I got Hamlet, Lily, and Raymond. Those plushies are all really, really good. Because the sets before were special characters. Now they're doing villagers.
Yeah.
And so the special characters, like, they look great and stuff, but like seeing the villagers get this kind of quality is just like, oh wow, this feels like a nice little update.
Wait, so what company is doing that?
I think it was the Sanei, Sanei, Sunny.
Okay.
I don't know how to pronounce it, but yes, they're the special, the good looking plushies, the ones that came out after the Build-A-Bear ones, and we were like, oh, now that's a lineup.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Build-A-Bear. I mean, I have all the Build-A-Bear ones too. I'm in my plushie era.
Yeah.
Anyways, so that's my New Leaf as of right now. That was the last time I played. Like I said, I spent a lot of time debating whether I was going to go back and time travel through those days that I missed, but I think I'm just gonna pick it up where I am
I
right
think
now.
that's the beauty of Animal Crossing. You don't have to go back if you don't want to.
Yeah, I'm just gonna continue on doing a no time travel run, and it was mostly just because I was like, I really, really wanted to play every day, and it started off so well, but then as soon as I was sick, I just like had zero motivation to play at all. I was just like, no. And even, oh my goodness, even like, I guess I did start binging my Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I eventually beat it, but like, I'm kind of glad I didn't play Animal Crossing, because now I'm just like, Xenoblade is so in my mind connected to me being sick, and I'm just like, zero mood, and I need a Xeno break from the series. And I'm just like, am I going to feel like playing the third one when it comes out later this month? I don't know. It might just like give me a reminder of how sick I felt.
Aw. Well, hopefully you'll be feeling well enough by then that you'll just be excited.
Yeah. But at the same time, Digimon Survive comes out the same day, and I'm like, oh, I want to play that.
Yeah, do that instead.
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna Digimon it. So
yeah.
So Nina, how has your time with New Leaf been since that last episode?
Man, I've been having a blast with New Leaf. I haven't been playing every single day, but I've been pretty consistent. And it's so much fun. And I know we're gonna talk about this later, but it has definitely sparked me to play more New Horizons too, which is what I wanted. It's great. I'm excited. But I now have had Drift, Flo, and Lionel move in. So I've got a full town now. I got to start building.
Drift, Frog, Flo is a penguin, right?
Yeah, she's got like fancy hair.
And then Lionel is a lion.
He's like the fanciest of the lions.
Yeah. I mean, I've been really interested in having, what's the king one? Elvis lately?
Elvis, yeah.
Yeah, he's cool. But Lionel, yeah, definitely fancy.
Oh,
Is he kind of like, does he have kind of like a general vibe to him? Like, he's got a fancy coat. Right?
Yeah, and I wonder if it's a play on Colonel, maybe Lionel. But yeah, he has like a green coat on, and he has like a white curly mustache. He's impressive, is what he is.
I love him. I really like the lions and tigers. Actually.
Oh yeah.
I feel like they don't get enough love.
That's true. They're good. They're good. I haven't gotten any villagers who have suggested public works projects yet. So right now I'm just in the middle of building my campsite, and it is taking a while because it is hard to make money in New Leaf. It's not easy. So I'm about halfway through building that.
I mean, it's not easy yet.
Right.
We're kind of in the summertime. What you need is palm trees. Oh my goodness, that just reminded me.
What?
I found on that last day I played, I found a banana.
Nice.
I found a banana it was just like washed up on the shore.
What? I didn't know that could happen. That's crazy.
So it was washed up on the shore. So I planted that. I wonder how big it's grown in my time gone, if it's there. But I was really excited because bananas haven't made a return.
No, they have not.
We haven't gotten them.
Well, and I've been to the island too, and I got myself some lemons. And then I did a tour, and I got some durians. Like, there's so much good fruit in this game.
I've got to know, how long did it take you to unlock said island?
Oh, not long. So after you get approval, I think like the next day when you log in, Isabel's like, oh, and here's our old mayor who wanted to say hi to you. And he's like, come meet me on the dock, whippersnapper. And then you can go meet him on the dock. And he's like, tomorrow I'm going to send a friend of mine so that you can come visit the island if you want. So it's like 2 or 3 days later.
In a different context with a different voice, like that all sounds very threatening.
I know. It is threatening. Look, Tortimer's a businessman. He's there to make money off of you.
He was hanging on to that role of mayor for as long as possible. So yeah, I definitely can sense some resentment on his side.
Look, and I'm jumping around a little, but I went on Cappen's boat and also felt threatened. I do not like Cappen in this game. He's creepy.
Yeah.
He waited until the middle of his song when we were out in the open ocean together to stop singing and say, haha, just noticed how cute you are. And I was like, no, I'm about to be murdered. I hated it. I hated it.
Yeah, that's all bad signs right there
It
in
is.
Cap'n.
It is. But at the end of Captain's little boat ride, they have that cut scene where he pulls up to the dock on the backside of the like cabana on the island. And it is such a good cut scene. And the boat kind of hits up against the dock and there's like a little splash. It's beautiful. I loved it.
Yeah, I love it too.
Hmm.
It's so cool. Yeah, oh man, I'm gonna pick it up again
Yes.
now that I'm better. Now that I don't have to associate it with the sick times, and I'm really excited to get back to the island.
Does it still have online capabilities? Can we play island tours together?
Yeah, of course.
Let's
Because
do it.
you can come to my island,
Hmm.
or I can go to yours, I guess since it's already unlocked, but we can go to each other's and then we all sit in the boat together and get the song.
Yes. And then he won't hit on me. It'll be perfect.
Exactly. So you should be fine.
Okay. That's a plan. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I also think we're in the middle of rainy season, possibly because it will not stop raining on my island. I've already caught a coelacanth, and there's been like lightning and stuff. I forgot that there was lightning in New Leaf. It's really cozy. Um, and like your
Mm-hmm.
little boots squelch in the mud when you're running around in the rain.
Yes. I love that. The
Hmm.
sound. This is why we don't do the custom paths
I
in
know.
New Horizons, because we don't get the sounds, the
Hmm.
squish sounds. I
I
love
will
those.
say though, and I think I've mentioned this before, but the squish sounds are a little too loud. They need to bring it down
Oh
just a little
yeah,
bit. They're not balanced.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
But it's been good for my flowers because I did not pick a beautiful town this time around. I feel like that's what I
Oh
always
no?
pick just so that I don't have to water flowers. But
Yeah.
I picked a night owl ordinance because I've been staying up later this summer and kind of playing
Mm-hmm.
later. So it's
Mm-hmm.
been working out for me so far.
Yeah, I think I'd say the beginning of my playtime with that one, I chose the rich town.
Yeah.
Um, because my schedule just let me play in the middle of the day. I was in college at the time, so I
Hmm.
didn't really have to worry about early morning play sessions or late night play sessions, even though I was probably playing pretty late too and wishing that the stores were open. But
Yeah.
I definitely was because there was all the island bug catching.
Hmm.
That's the money maker right there. Um, but yeah, like I could play whenever. It didn't really matter, so I just did the rich town, and because I could play whenever, I was watering my flowers constantly every day. I
Yeah.
eventually got so tired of that, but when you do the beautiful town thing, like you get so many fewer weeds, and
Exactly.
that you're never gonna get it. You're never gonna get the weeds you need to get that badge.
And I
It's
love the
impossible.
clovers. They don't count as weeds, but
Yeah.
they grow
Mm-hmm.
when you don't have a beautiful town ordinance, and they're
Uh-huh.
so cute.
I have clovers all over my original Haken. Like I never plucked those.
Yeah. Man, I
I
wish
love
that we
them.
had something like that in New Horizons.
Mm-hmm.
We have great weeds in New Horizons, don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, but we also need clovers.
Mm-hmm. The way they change every season.
Mhm.
Yeah, we need a clover equivalent for sure.
Oh, those would be so cozy.
And the dandelions, they're not back.
Ah,
Nobody
the
ever talks about the
dandelions.
dandelions.
Yeah, I've got those. They're blooming right now. I guess they're summer flowers. I guess we only see them in the summer.
I think they come all the time,
Really?
honestly.
Okay. We'll have to
Yeah,
keep
I
an
think
eye
they
out.
just like they'll pop up randomly. They're a little weed, and then they turn into the little puff balls, and you
Yeah,
can
like
blow them.
2 or
And
3 days later.
it's great.
Mhm.
We don't have those wishes anymore.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Um
so tell me more. Tell me more about your time with
so
the
I've
game.
got well, this was interesting. Without like notice from Isabel, I've gotten the garden shop being built. It was like its construction day and then it was built. And then right now Kix's shop is being built. No
Mm.
news until they're built. And then Isabel's like, guess what's open today? But like Nook's Cranny, I did get an update and was like, tomorrow it's going to be closed. So it's interesting on what is told to you on the title screen and what is not. It
Mm-hmm.
seems a little, I don't know. It seems It seems interesting. Anyways, but I love seeing the little like repair tents or construction tents pop up and hearing all the workmen's noises in it. I'm so excited.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. I wonder, like, they've never put a character to those things. Like, it's just kind of like quietly background noise, right?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, are those our OK Motors crew back there?
Oh, either that or
Is that what
it's
they're doing?
Timmy. I don't
I
know.
know. That's true. They're do-it-yourself kind of family. So
Yeah, because in
yeah.
New Leaf, only one of them is in the shop, and they'll be like, "Oh, my brother works on Wednesdays and Fridays or something like that," and they'll switch off. So the other one must be doing something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, I miss
They're
the OK Motors kids.
I wonder if they'll ever make like a mainline appearance.
They need another spin-off, actually.
I mean, yeah, we're definitely like that's possibly what's next in line for
Mm,
whatever Animal Crossing game we get,
yeah.
because I imagine it's gonna be a little while before we see a new mainline, and I know it's like yes, Animal Crossing is bigger than it's ever been before.
hmm
Why not just like put a new game out there immediately and that sort of thing? But
Yeah,
at the same time, it's like Zelda is huge right now. Mario's always huge. It's been years.
it's
It's
true.
2017 was the last game. It's been 5 years, and we're still waiting on the sequel for Zelda, which everybody thought would be like 2 years in the making.
Oof. Yeah.
A- And yeah, it's still not happening. So yeah, a spin-off. The thing with the spin-off though for Animal Crossing at this point, I th- I think they're gonna be too afraid to do a party Animal Crossing game since
Mm,
Amiibo Festival just
yeah,
was like, and I am bummed about that because it is inherently a good idea.
it
I
is.
think doing Amiibo Festival was just a badly executed version of
hmm
that idea.
hmm
I think an Animal Crossing party game would be great. Unfortunately, I think they're afraid of doing that sort of thing right now. And then a happy home designer, like we got that already. Like
That's true.
that spin-off already exists as
Yeah,
Happy Home Paradise. It's great. It adds so much to your experience with the main game already. Like they already nailed it. They already pulled it off with that. And I guess the only other spin-off is like it's still alive and kicking. They're still updating Pocket Camp regularly. There's new stuff all the time going
yeah.
on in that game.
Hmm. I wonder if they'd
So,
add another spin-off just to New Horizons.
I mean, maybe.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
And it's interesting. I'm excited to see what the future holds.
Yeah. Yeah. So, we'll see. I'd be excited to see whatever come from Animal Crossing obviously, but
Yeah.
I just don't know what it'll be at this point.
No clue.
Mhm.
Oh
Okay.
well.
So, yeah, little side note there, but I'll let you keep going with your new
Oh,
leaf
okay.
stuff.
I still don't have an axe. I really need one.
Oh.
Hopefully, hopefully when the Nooks Cranny updates, I'll finally get an axe. I don't know. I need it. Um,
Mhm.
Vlad asked me to play hide and seek. I had forgotten about hide and seek. I like was so excited and it was so much fun. It's a really good
Yes.
mini game.
I love it. It's just
Mhm.
what I know we get the scavenger hunt still, but like the hide and seek would be so delightful.
Yes.
Mhm.
Let's see. We talked about clovers already. Oh, I really miss the Mabel shop, the Able sister shop in New Horizons. Even though having to walk in and out of the closet is the worst,
Mhm.
the clothing options at the beginning of New Leaf is rough.
Mm,
I'm not
yeah.
looking cute yet. I need more clothes. It's hard.
Mhm. And the selection never grows.
No.
It's
Mm-mm.
just always the same selection.
It's just luck of the draw.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So I
not good.
just yeah, and it's like a little bit of a pain to try everything on, you know? You
Yeah.
don't get to just like try it. You have to talk to the piece of clothing
Mhm.
or point at it, you know,
Yeah.
whatever it is. But and then after that it's like, oh yeah, do you want to buy it, wear it out, try it on? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's yeah, it's a slow, clunky
It's
procedure
a
for sure.
struggle.
Mhm.
Oh, the other thing that I've been really enjoying is going into Nook's homes and buying like doors and fences and mailboxes
Yeah.
from him. It's really
Mhm.
cute, and it happens overnight. And I
Mhm.
don't know, something about ordering. I know we can still change the way our house looks with Nook in New Horizons, but my house is teeny tiny and I'm able to change it now. So I like
Yes.
that a lot more.
Uh-huh, that's the thing I was remembering. I was like, "Oh yeah, all of this stuff is customizable
Hmm.
from the get-go." I mean, you
Hmm.
you, you do have to like wait around for the exteriors and things you like,
Right. But that's
'cause
okay.
yeah, but it's totally okay. The one thing that I would have liked in that game is that like you build up an inventory of things.
Hmm. That'd be
But
nice.
it doesn't quite work that way, you know. It's like once you've bought something new, you can't just go revert back to what you
Mm-mm.
had before. You kind of have to wait till it's back in stock again, buy it again, you know.
Hmm.
So,
But just being able to go in and look every day and seeing what's new and talking to Nook and talking to Lyle, it's cute.
yeah, Lyle's there. Oh, I
Hmm.
love that guy.
I know.
He gets a bad rap, but I think he's one of the really fun characters that they have.
Let's see. Oh, then I got to the island shop. We were talking about that earlier, but I forgot how expensive everything is. Like it, especially at the beginning of the game when you're doing all of the easy tours instead of like the expert tours, and you're only making like three or five of the island tokens or whatever they're called at the island shop.
Yeah.
All that stuff is so expensive, and I haven't found a wetsuit yet either. So gotta wait for that to come around too.
Yeah, that was yeah, it doesn't come for a while. You
Right.
really have to just keep checking on a daily basis to see what's
Every
there.
day. Yeah, it's a lot of
hmm
cutscenes to look
Yeah,
for one.
I mean you can skip it too.
Yeah,
At
you
least the
can.
song part, but
Mhm.
it's still so much to load every
Mhm.
single time in the
Ooh,
game.
and I went nuts on the island catching bugs and things and getting all the lemons and the coconuts to take back to my town. And I forgot about the basket system that they have. It's incredible. You can take so
Mm.
much back with you.
Yeah, that's so good. That's some the inventory management between you and other places is better in this game.
Yeah.
Like the fact that you can access your own closet through the lockers in the train station at somebody else's town,
Yes,
that's
yes.
so convenient.
And
And
in the
then
museum.
yeah, and then just being able to like really stock up a box that'll go back from the island to
Mhm.
your town. That's great too.
The Dodo
So,
Boys, they need to get on top of this. That like we need to fill their planes with fruit.
mm-hmm. Yeah. And we need more fruits. Give
Yeah,
us some more of those tropical fruits that we don't have in the new game.
we need all the trees.
Mm-hmm. So, oh
Um,
man. I want I just want to grow different kinds of trees.
yeah, not
Because
just
right
the
now they're like
hardwood.
items.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the
Yeah, not
pine,
just the hardwood, not just the cedars.
cedar.
I want to grow some of those other ones because
Hmm.
they're items and that's fine. But like, I'm totally fine with them being items as well. Like, let me craft a fake hardwood tree out of my hardwood tree that I just chopped down, and let
Hmm.
me put that inside my house because you can't plant those trees inside. You know?
You know what they really need to do is for like the cactus and the baobab. Is that what that tree is called?
Yes.
Those trees have like ground attached to them. Like I want them to just go straight into the earth, so they look like they're real. The like withered tree items that you can make in New Horizons don't have ground. So they really do look like part of your landscape. Um So I
Yeah.
think that that's what those trees are missing. They just need to look more integrated into the actual ground, if that makes sense.
Uh-huh. I agree.
That would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then just before recording, I got to play the hide and seek tour on the island. That's as far as I've
Yeah.
gotten, but there's some good ones up today. I can't wait to go back.
Yeah, that's amazing. I love those games. I just want to experience them again.
Yeah. We got to play
Mhm.
together. That's going to be fun.
Yeah, let's definitely play together this week and
Okay.
talk about that. Yeah.
Okay.
So, I guess do you have more? Are you still going?
I think
I feel like you
that's
did so
I
much.
think that's oh, my last thing was that playing on the 2DS really makes me want to play Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon again because that game is
Oh,
incredible.
yeah, I loved that game. So much fun with it. Which that reminds me as well, like I've been picking up my 3DS more again,
Yeah.
um, and just on the side playing my little pocket jockey game. It's a
Pocket
game by
jockey.
like Game Freak, who
Okay.
usually does like Pokemon stuff, obviously.
Yeah.
And it's just you play solitaire, and the better you play solitaire, the faster your little horse runs.
That's
So
hilarious. Are you
it's
competing against other people? Against other
um
horses?
yeah, there are a bunch of different horses. You get to so you the big races like happen when your horse is 3 years old. So you
Hmm.
get a horse, usually it starts at 2 years old. You do a bunch of races, it gets experience and gets stronger and better and faster and all that stuff. And then once it hits 3 years old, you're doing all the big boy races.
Oh, just
And
like real
then
life.
after that, your horse retires, and then you can do like old horse
Oh,
races.
but how do they retire? Do they get to go to a happy place?
No, you get to keep them
Okay.
still,
Okay.
and you just do you can keep like racing them and stuff. It's just like they do the old horse races.
Do you get to choose what they look like?
You get a selection every time you get a new horse. There's like 4 horses that you can choose from.
What? Are any of them like speckled?
I haven't run into a speckled one yet. I got like this weird yellow horse with like
Ooh.
a red mane that was called,
Ooh.
what was it called? Fireboy or
Oh.
something.
Okay.
I've been keeping all of their names as is. My first horse was
Fireboy.
just like a little brown horse. My new horse that I got just now, I think it's called like Catnip or
Oh,
something.
okay.
I forgot what color it is. I just got it last night, so I don't remember. Um,
Look, you know
but
my favorite part of Zelda was of Breath of the Wild was checking out all the horses and befriending
honestly,
them.
I have been wanting to like replay Zelda, but I want to do like a horse run because I feel like
Mm-hmm.
the first game I let myself get lost. Everything that I could climb, I was climbing, but I was
Yeah.
leaving my horse behind everywhere, you
Oh,
know?
yeah.
And so I really want to do a run of that game where it's like I must be able to reach everything on my horse. Like if I
Ooh.
can't get there on my horse, I'm not going there.
Oh my gosh. I mean,
So,
you get different saddles, you get
uh-huh.
different like speeds of horses. It's incredible.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm just going to do a horse run on Breath of the Wild next time I play.
Yeah, I'm all for it.
Everywhere my horse can go is
Hmm.
where I'm going.
What are you gonna name your horse?
I don't know. The first one I got was just like kind of a pink and brown horse, so named it Milkshake.
Aw,
Yeah,
Napoleon.
and I guess I I have to meet them
Very cute.
and see what their names should be. But that's how I name my animals. I have to meet them
Yeah,
and
that
figure them
makes
out.
sense. That makes
Hmm.
sense.
Yeah. Cool. So that's our time with New Leaf. But as you alluded to, it has put you in the New Horizons mood as
Yeah.
well. So why don't you give us a little update on New Horizons? What have you been up to? Because
Oh,
for those who don't remember, you started a completely new place. You deleted Keel
I
Hall.
did.
You got
I
rid of Keel Hall, original island.
Yeah, I went through some grief stages when I wasn't playing Bergamot, my new town, and was kind of missing Keel Hall.
Hmm.
Then, you know, realize that I got to keep moving forward. Bergamot isn't going to build itself, and I'm not going to ever like it if I just leave it alone. So I better get moving. So I've been playing a bunch. I think I'm going to try and terraform a lot with Bergamot because I really didn't do much with Keelhaul. Like I want there to be terraforming even up close next to the airport. So I've been working hard. I'm not time traveling, but I've been moving like my villager houses and my houses kind of out of the way from where I want to terraform, and I'm kind of moving bridges around too now that I've unlocked terraforming because it takes a while to unlock terraforming. It's hard to get Nook Miles at the beginning.
Yeah.
So I've just started doing all that. I think I'm ready to start terraforming today or tomorrow. I'm just excited. I've got a plan in my head and I'm ready to go for it.
You're about to roll credits. You're going to beat the game. No point in playing now,
No,
right?
no. I mean, and no villagers have moved in or out yet. I mean, yes, obviously. I've got a full town, but nobody has asked to move out yet. So I'm kind of ready for that to start moving too and to meet new friends. It's just, it's
I
good.
wonder if that happens more slowly in the beginning of the game because like the intention behind that beginning section is like building it up. So
Maybe.
I kind of wonder if villagers can ask to leave at the prior to that. I don't know. Because I don't remember anybody leaving mine. At that point.
That's true. I mean, they've given me a few reactions, and I think I've only gotten there's a Nook Miles at the beginning about like being good friends with villagers, and I think I've only gotten 3 good friends with villagers. I really haven't been talking to them as much this time around, just because I feel like I've been busy getting the town ready. So maybe if I start interacting with them a little bit more, they'll start moving.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Well, I'm excited for you. I'm really excited that you've got all of these big things because same as you, like, I think this has put me way more into the mood to play New Horizons once again, but I've told you my struggle. Like, my struggle is typically, like, I log in and then I'm like, oh, let's do my dailies and everything, and by the time I'm done with that, I'm just like, wait, I really wanted to get to all this decorating and terraforming and stuff that I want to change around, but now I'm tired.
Yeah.
I don't want to play anymore. And so I think now I'm just gonna ignore all the dailies, even though I'm really short on money in the game right now. I've not very much. I think I have less than 300,000 bells.
Yeah, it takes time to make money.
Because I spent it all. I spent it all on all of the different updates that they added post 2.0, you know?
Yeah.
There's so many things to spend money on and so many new really expensive items as well. So, yeah. I don't have money at the moment, so I kind of do have to do dailies, but I think I'm going to ignore it. I'm going to try to work off of like what I have right now and craft what I need, you know?
Oh, there you go.
But yeah, I think for now, I'm just going to log in, redecorate, and I'm gonna redesign my island again. There's like a spot that I like and stuff, but I think there's so much that I haven't really built out too much that I'm like, yeah, I can just because I'm having difficulties with how it looks right now, and there's just different little things I want to move and change.
Yeah, I feel like Haken has a really good like center, like, you know, around your shopping center and your little tree garden, and I like how you have your villager houses kind of all stacked near each other. I like those like viewpoints. But then the further out you go, there's like less and less and less. So you know, you could work on those outer parts too.
Yeah, and I really want to work on like spreading my villagers out around too and giving them like little yards and stuff, because that's like the thing I was really looking forward to when this game came out, like giving them like their own little yard, their fenced off area and that sort of thing. So yeah, I'm gonna redesign things, and maybe I'm gonna go more grid like. I think I love the idea of doing like really diagonal paths and that sort of thing, but just the fact that it's the pathing is limited without the sounds, you know, I'm less inclined to do that. So
yeah, when I try to go diagonal, I end up either doing like circles that are kind of spaced out, I've
Mm-hmm.
tried doing like wavy diagonal lines with the paths, but it ends up looking like intestines or something. I don't really like the look of it. So I've
Yeah.
kind of been experimenting with different ways to do paths in this new run too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so yeah, just figuring out the pathing and stuff. But yeah, I think I'm
Mhm.
gonna try to do more of a grid so it's a little bit easier
Oh,
to
okay.
manage. But I do want it to have like I don't know, I'm also like not too into doing something very symmetrical. Like I want there to be like a nice I guess, I don't know, change in levels and positions with houses and stuff, like have
Yeah.
them a little bit off from each other, but yeah. I don't know. I have to mess with it, definitely play a lot and
Yeah.
build it out and see how it goes.
Well, it'll be fun.
Hmm. But yeah, that's basically my thoughts with it. Been logging in a little bit and doing some cleanup to start doing all of
Mhm.
that. So
Mhm.
yeah,
That'll be
we'll get
good.
there. Hmm. It'll be fun.
Oh man. New Horizons, New Leaf, Animal Crossing, all good.
Yeah, yeah, it's been really fun playing the games again, and I've been really into it. So I'm excited. I'm excited to just, you know, get. I went on a big detour this year, I'd say, playing a bunch of different things, but now I'm ready to get back to Animal Crossing. Start doing
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and end this show with our Haken's Islander Corner. For those of you who don't know, every single week, most weeks, we ask our patrons a question and read their answers out loud here on the show for you. This week's question was, how was your first week of Animal Crossing New Leaf? A little bit delayed. We intended this for last week, but of course, things happened. But we're gonna, probably get a good mix of where people are now.
Yeah.
They're always welcome to update and give us their own little playthrough and stuff, but it's been really fun seeing people so excited to play these games again, get back into the older games and see how they go for them. So
Yeah.
um there's a real long one in here. I don't know who it's gonna hit. Well, I'll just let you start off, Nina.
Okay.
And then we'll
We'll
see how
see.
these go. Yeah.
All right, well, our first one is from Toadette, who says, I did try getting back into New Leaf at some point, but after playing New Horizons, I just couldn't really get into it as much. I should probably just focus on Desert Island Escape when I try again, but right now there's some other stuff that I want to play. So this is a good example of, not wanting to go backwards. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, and I kind of was wondering like how people would feel going back to this game because there is such a big limitation compared to New Horizons in the exterior world.
Yeah.
Like even the fact that like villagers move in wherever they move in. Like there's no control over where they go. You can't move them after the fact, and
Mm-hmm.
there's like so much less that you can decorate with outside. Like yes, there's public works projects, but outside of that, like you're really just stuck to the bushes, the trees, the flowers, and even those have a bunch of limitations as to like how close you can place them to buildings and stuff. Like I don't think you can place bushes right next to public works projects. Like I think they still have to be
Oh,
spaced out. So
yeah.
yeah, there's a bunch of stuff you can't do
They have like
in
a
this.
force field around them.
They really do.
Mhm.
Yeah. So Sasha505 said, so much fun. I didn't think I would like it this much, but I did. I loved unlocking everything and meeting so many different animals. I hope the game will keep being this much fun for a while.
Mm.
What I like about this is like the meeting different animals thing. I think New Horizons, as free as it is, like it just lets you be too picky about like the
Yeah.
villagers you get and stuff. Like that amount of control really does turn it into like an aesthetic thing.
Yeah.
And I feel like people don't spend because I do think the villagers get a bad rap in New Horizons. People say they're kind of boring, but like if you take the time to dig through and like talk to them more than just the one time, there is a lot of really cute dialogue in there.
Mhm.
So I feel like New Leaf lets you be less picky about the villagers you have, and
Well,
it's nice to meet different ones.
and we have to thank New Leaf for so many villagers because there were more than 100 added in just
Yeah,
New Leaf. So it's a huge amount of villagers, even in New Leaf, that you can come across. It's incredible.
definitely. There's so many that were added in that, so
Yeah.
it's great.
Well, Catherine says it was a lot of fun, but definitely a different pace than other entries in the series. While there was plenty to unlock and discover, I didn't feel the need or desire to rush through or play for long sittings. I looked forward to accomplishing small things each day, but was more than happy to play for only an hour and then do the same again the next day. For me, it was more about enjoying the journey, not worrying about the destination. I've been feeling this a lot too playing New Leaf. It's been nice and calm um because at the beginning of games when they're first released, it does feel kind of like a competition to keep up with everything so that you don't see spoilers online or so that your town doesn't fall behind it, which is no fun to be in a competition
Mm-hmm.
in Animal Crossing. That's not what it's about. So I like being able to play it this slow-paced way again.
Yeah, yeah, it is really nice to get like just a little bit toned down on a bunch of things. So,
Yeah. And if you don't
hmm
log in on a day, that's totally fine.
yeah, just there's always the next day.
Yeah.
So Islander M said, answering early because I never have time before Sunday. I'm playing New Leaf with you, and I'm playing for the first time. I started last week on a busted up 2DS. My first few days with the game were horribly frustrating because it kept
Oh
crashing. Oh.
no.
So I met Rossetti nice and early, which was nice, I guess. I then borrowed my flatmate's 3DS, and that doesn't crash, so I can play properly now. As someone obsessed with Wild World and New Horizons, I could talk for a long time about my experience so far, but I'll just share some of the things that have really surprised me to save everyone's time. 1. Bugs are really hard to catch. I'm sure
Mm.
this is just something I'll get used to, but I keep missing. I'm used to having total command of fish and bugs on my island like a god, so it's been a very odd adjustment to actually put effort into it. I found that too, actually.
Mhm.
Um, 2, I've missed the pelican so much. I
Aw.
ran into Pete while he was delivering letters the other day and almost jumped out of my seat with excitement. 3. Zell had the same conversation with me 3 times in 2 days. I
Oh.
was expecting to be stunned by the depth of dialogue that villagers had, since that's everyone's main complaint about New Horizons, but they actually don't seem to have that much more depth.
Mm-mm.
That could just be because I'm only a week in, though. 4. I hit a rock and it broke and an emerald fell out. I had no idea that was a thing. I have no idea what it's for. I'm extremely excited to find out.
Yeah, hold on to it.
Yeah. Overall, I'm having a really good time. I can already tell that I'll be spending a lot of days at work waiting for my breaks to dash downstairs and squeeze 20 minutes of playtime in. Tortimer just invited me to the island. I can't wait to see what he's got for me there.
Aw.
I love this. So much going on in your playtime. Really cool that it's your first time playing as well. I'm sorry for the crashing. Luckily, I don't think Rossetti will show up again until you actually build the Rossetti Center. So I don't think you'll have to worry about seeing him for a little while. And really,
Yeah.
it's an optional thing in this game. Um, Outside of that, like, yes, I love the Pelicans. Seeing Pete walk around
Oh.
like I think 5 p.m. doing the
Yeah.
deliveries is so good. Um, yes, the conversations, the
Mm.
dialogue. Yeah, everybody, the dialogue is just like it's been. I don't know. New Leaf. There's a lot of repeat stuff, so I don't
Yeah.
know. It's pretty hard to get past that at times. New Horizons, I feel like, does have a lot of good stuff over time,
Yeah.
but you
You
just
just
gotta
have to
find it.
get through it all. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot to find.
It's so fun. I loved this answer.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, Nebula says, I feel like I have so much to say after just 1 week. New Leaf was my first game, so it's a treat going back to it. I'm playing as a boy this time and seeing the different dialogue is interesting. I'm hearing some of Captain's songs for the first time and avoiding the creepy comments. I had forgotten how demanding the villagers can be. And now remember how risky it sometimes feels talking to them, like it will totally derail you. I ended up with Robin and Cookie as two of my starting villagers after a few resets for an appealing map. Cookie was one of my first villagers in my real New Leaf town, and Robin is a villager I've wanted for a while. I just like her vibe. But the best thing so far is that I already have the pave wall and floor, froggy chair, the asteroid, and the new Nintendo 3DS. And yes, I did beat Corner. I've also been able to trade fruit with a lot of folks in Haken, which is amazing. I still don't have an axe yet, however, so my town is just an overgrown fruit forest. Yes, when do we get an axe? I'm waiting to Nebula. It's a little frustrating.
Yeah, I'm specifically waiting on the axe so I don't fail at planting my perfect apple that I've got, you know.
I wonder if Leaf sells it? I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah, I have no idea.
All right. Well, that's a good answer too, though, Nebula. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, maybe it is something that is at Leaf's.
I don't know.
I think it might be. I think you're right.
Or it's in the Nook upgrade. It's got to be one or the other.
Yeah, true.
I
don't know. All right, so I think this is our last answer, and it's from Karzi, and Karzi said, as someone who missed the New Leaf train when it originally released, I'm so grateful to Chuy and Nina for giving me the second chance. I'm absolutely loving this game, and getting to play along with others in the community is a real treat. I finally understand why this game was so popular and the aspects of it that people still miss. Tortimer's Island, minigames, retail, Main Street, to name a few. My town is called Tea Haven, and right now it is a delightful jumble of houses and trees, but I hope to slowly organize the chaos. This game feels more like the Animal Crossing I remember and makes me nostalgic for population growing, while incorporating plenty of upgrades. I tried playing Wild World for a bit last year, but it was too outdated and clunky for me to enjoy. New Leaf is right in the sweet spot. I feel like so far, there's been lots to discover and work towards. I'm trying to take my time and savor it, but once it's over, I know it will be a very long wait before I get to experience a new Animal Crossing game again.
I hope not. I don't know. Nintendo's just been moving real slow for the past few years.
Yeah, they really have. There's like, I don't know. They're working. They're working on it.
Yeah.
Lots to figure out, you know. Yeah. So hopefully we get to see a new game soon, but for now, I'm glad people are enjoying an old game. Because they've still got a lot of fun to them, you know?
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah. All right. Well, for anybody who is a patron, next week's question is another one focused on those New Leaf players or, you know, people who just remember this game fondly and aren't playing with us. But what is your favorite New Leaf Island tour? So all those little fun mini games that we've got on Tortimer's Island. Let us know your favorite. I'm hoping that we'll get to play together and get to play some of the games and you know, experience them. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited.
Yeah.
Yeah. And everybody, thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Haken, an Animal Crossing podcast. If you're sad to see us go, join us over on Discord. You can talk with other people who love Animal Crossing as much as you do, including Nina and me. Want to support Haken in a bigger way and tell us your answers in the Haken Islander Corner? Head over to patreon.com/ChuyPlays. $1 goes a long way to making this show even better and includes tons of goodies for you to enjoy. Get a special role on Discord, read a monthly newsletter, and get many other great rewards. We really appreciate the support and put your money towards some great things on the show. If you're listening on YouTube, how was your first week of Animal Crossing New Leaf? Reviews really help the show get discovered by more people. Please leave a review on your platform of choice and let us know how we're doing. Haken is a wild production brought to you by Chuy, Sergio, Nina, and all of our patrons. We thank you for listening, and we hope you have a great week.
See you all next time.